What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and since the release of Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, The Closer, over a month ago, Dave Chappelle has faced immense backlash. Not from normal people, because normal people do not care about Dave Chappelle's jokes. Normal people support Dave Chappelle's right to freedom of speech, to freedom of expression, and his ability to tell stand-up jokes. But no, the insignificant number of losers in society that want to protest, that want to make a big deal about this, that want to pretend that they're victimized by Dave Chappelle's words, those are the ones in the echo chamber that are getting really mad. And of course, they're being boosted by the woke mainstream media, when in fact, almost no normal people feel this way. And overall, it's been an absolute failure for them. It has only boosted Dave Chappelle. Netflix kept Dave Chappelle's special there. He went to sold-out crowds throughout the United States and is still touring right now as people line up in droves to support Dave Chappelle. But then this news came out yesterday. Dave Chappelle's high school alma mater reportedly calls off fundraiser for new theater named after him. And these were the reports yesterday, that this theater that was supposed to be named after Dave Chappelle, that they were doing a big fundraiser for, all of these things, that the high school that he went to was going to cancel. They were going to cancel him because a couple students threatened to walk out. And of course, we know that the way this is being portrayed is likely just like the Netflix walkouts, where it's basically like 10 to 12 people, and the rest of the people, they don't even work at Netflix. They just showed up there because they have nothing else to do in their lives, because they don't actually work. They don't do anything like that. They only exist to pretend to be victimized. That's what we saw at the Netflix protest. That's likely what this student walkout would have been. And you saw a couple articles like this. There's one on Yahoo that I almost made a video about. There's one here. Dave Chappelle's high school cancels fundraiser for theater named in his honor. Students of Duke Ellington School of the Arts threatened to walk out, saying many of their peers identify as LGBTQ+. I guess that part doesn't really surprise me. It's almost like it's becoming a trendy thing to do to get attention. It's strange how that works. When the entertainment industry treats it as if it's something to be celebrated simply for the fact that you want to screw somebody else. It's almost like that catches on in culture, and then people want to do that. It's strange how that works, isn't it? But I'm glad that I didn't make a video about this yesterday, because I had a feeling that this wasn't the full story. And in fact, it's not the full story. Dave Chappelle continues to win over and over and over again. Politico, DC school backs Chappelle over cancel culture. So despite all those reports that it was going to be canceled, that they weren't going to want to name it after him, they were going to quietly just do away with it because of the pressure from these, again, this probably very small number of people who are getting upset about this. Instead, the school has decided to do something else entirely. Chappelle fundraiser back on. Hours after Playbook reported this morning that the Duke Ellington School of the Arts in Georgetown quietly canceled a November 23rd fundraiser featuring Dave Chappelle amid fears of a student revolt over, quote, anti-trans comments. And again, if there's anyone who hasn't watched that special, you are the only people that could think that's some sort of anti-trans narrative. If you watch the entire thing, he finishes it talking about one of his good dear friends who happen to be trans. So obviously, a lot of the people out there criticizing didn't even watch the special. They just took a headline, they just took the mainstream media narrative, and they ran with it, because these people are low information losers. That's who they are, that's who they always will be, and that's why they should not be listened to. But anyway, in his Netflix special, The Closer, the school sent out an email to its patrons stating they have decided to delay the event till April 22nd. And we're going to look through a lot of this here. Duke Ellington School of the Arts will still name its theater after Dave Chappelle. Students reportedly considered a walkout to protest a school fundraiser with the controversial comedian. Despite backlash against Dave Chappelle's latest comedy special, Duke Ellington School of the Arts still plans to name its theater after the controversial alum. Chappelle's Netflix special, The Closer, has been panned by some critics who describe the jokes as transphobic. Political Playbook reported today that a school fundraiser with Chappelle, scheduled for November 23rd, had been canceled after students dissented against the event's planned tribute to the comedian. According to Politico, students considered a walkout in support of their LGBTQ+ peers. However, in a statement released today, Duke Ellington announced that despite the students' opposition, the theater designation would still move forward in April of 2022. The Georgetown school cited Chappelle's active participation as an alum, gifting his Emmy Award to the school and donating $100,000, as well as his role in elevating Duke Ellington's profile. It said the desire to name the school after Chappelle came from the late Peggy Cooper Kafritz, one of the school's founders. And there's some interesting things, and I want to actually look at a little bit through, because this is a statement they put out there. After all the rumors that say, oh, well, they're giving into cancel culture. They're bending the knee. They're going to cancel Dave Chappelle. Look at this. We won. We got a scalp. That's what these weirdo protesters and these freaks on Twitter were saying. Doesn't look like that's the case. Unfortunately for you, you keep losing because you keep trying to go against someone in Dave Chappelle who will not be canceled. He refuses to be canceled. He refuses to bend the knee, and a lot of people are standing with him. So this is a statement from Duke Ellington School of the Arts, Dave Chappelle's alma mater, where they kind of explain what they're doing. And the last paragraph is the fucking big one. I love the last paragraph. We're going to get to it. On April 22nd, we will celebrate one of our most distinguished alumni, Dave Chappelle, by naming our theater in his honor. This theater naming was the desire of one of our founders, who recognized Chappelle as an important thought leader of our time. She understood that the future and current impact of his work and influence would raise the profile of the school, increase opportunities for the entire Ellington community, and provide critical fundraising support for the sustainability of our art-based curriculum. They talk about Dave Chappelle, what he's done, all the things he's done in his life. They talk about his two recent things, which are the big documentary about that he's doing right now, the tour that he's doing, and also The Closer. They say this, The Closer, the most watched comedy special in Netflix's history, which has garnered a 96% audience rating, has sparked a national debate about race, gender, sexuality, and cancel culture. As a learning institution that champions inclusivity, diversity, equity, and belonging, we deeply care about and protecting the well-being and dignity of every member of our student body, faculty, and community. We also believe moving forward with the event scheduled for November 23rd without first addressing questions and concerns would be a missed opportunity. We will lean into this moment as a community. They're going to do all these listening sessions. We're going to listen to all you LGBTQ plus students and allies complain, and then we're going to do it anyway. Through these endeavors, we want our students to own their art and understand that being an artist and a public figure comes with both responsibility and increased level of scrutiny. We recognize not everyone will accept or welcome a particular artist's point of view, product, or craft, but reject the notion that a, quote, cancel culture is a healthy or constructive means to teach our students how society should balance creative freedom with protecting the rights and dignity of all its members. Boom! BTFO'd. Rejecting cancel culture, blasting cancel culture, and saying, no, we are going to name this after Dave Chappelle anyway. Do all the whining and complaining you want. You got 5 months. You got 6 months. Complain all you want about Dave Chappelle. At the end of the day, we will be naming this theater after him. So Dave Chappelle just continues to win over and over again. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.